Hey everyone, welcome to my May plan with me. Lots of you guys have noticed my Instagram, YouTube, everything has changed a lot. My life has changed a lot in the past month, and I'm going to talk more about that when I get to the voiceover. But before I get into the planning voiceover, I do want to show you guys the supplies that I'm using for this May plan with me, because I am so excited about them, and you'll see why. So here is my new journal. I haven't even started this yet. I haven't done like sort of a beginning of the year or second half of the year setup in here, but I wanted to start May in here because I just designed these journals and launched them this week. So I've been talking about this mostly on Instagram, not tons on YouTube, which is why I wanted to share it here. So I designed one little cover design and I put it onto 3 journals. So here they are. There's this sort of pinky peachy one. Then there's this blue. It's a little bit like sort of a distressed blue, almost denim, I think is what the color was called. And then the green one, which is what I'm going to be using for the second half or more than half of 2022. And these journals, let me just tell you about some of the features. They have all of the features that I look for in a journal for myself. So you guys know I am so picky. I like my white paper. I like it to be nice and thick. I don't like the dots too dark, you know, all that kind of stuff. And so these journals have everything that I look for. So you can see here they've got an elastic to close the journal. They've got 2 nice ribbon bookmarks. The covers are made out of high quality vegan leather, and then the design is in gold foil. The pages are stark white, just like the Archer and Olive journals that I've been using in the past, and they are 160 GSM, which is an absolute must for me. They're so nice and thick. I don't use anything that soaks through here. If you painted, it might, but they are perfect for my use. And there are 160 pages, and then at the back there is a little like pocket that you can use. So like I said, these launched this week. There's 3 options. I'm gonna have links in the description. I made such a small order to start because I wasn't sure if people would be into this. So yes, there is not much stock, so they are kind of limited. But if this does go over well, I do plan to place another order and in the future expand to new designs and new products and stuff like that. So I'd love to hear your questions and your requests down in the comments. So this is the main thing that I wanted to introduce to you, but along with that, I am using a bunch of supplies from Journal Say in today's video. So thank you very much, Journal Say, for sharing these with me. I'm gonna have a discount code for Journal Say down in the description. Today, what I'm going to be using are these wooden stamps. They have so many options on Journal Say for a great price. Along with that, I got a brand new set of pigment fine liners here. They come in a pack of 9, which is like the biggest set that I've seen, and I haven't really used these much yet, so I'm excited to try them. And another thing I really love to get from Journal Say, and that I've got from them quite a bit in the past, are Tombow dual tip brush pens. I just find they have an excellent price on these. So the main color that I'm using is 192, and then I'm also using 2 grays, N89 and N49 for my markers. So that's what I wanted to share with you at the start. Again, you can find a discount code for Journal Say down in the description, as well as a link to purchase any of these 3 journals. Head to the description, and if you have feedback on these journals, let me know that in the comments. Now I'm going to hop in and start actually planning May and just share a little bit more with you guys about what's been going on in my life lately. So for those of you who watched my little life update video a few weeks ago, you kind of know what's going on, but a few things have changed since then. So I did want to give an update and also just say thank you. I got so many sweet comments with encouraging messages, people who were praying for us and for our baby, and we really appreciate that so much. I feel like every time I read through comments on that video, I just started smiling because everyone was so nice. So thank you very much for understanding and being supportive and all of that. But for those of you who didn't watch that video, totally fine. There was nothing bullet journal related in there. But I basically just shared that my content has been changing and will be different for quite a while because I'm on bed rest with my current pregnancy. So all of this kind of started about a month ago, and now we're 27 weeks into the pregnancy, so we're already making good progress. And honestly, bed rest, I mean, it's not fun, but it's been going a lot better than I expected it to. I'm having a much easier time staying positive and just joyful and grateful than I thought that I would. So that's something to be thankful for. But yeah, so I am still on bed rest, but my doctor did give me permission just recently to start sitting up for short periods of time. So I've been sitting up for 20-ish minutes every now and then throughout the day. So that's how I did this video. It took me about, I would say, half an hour to set up these pages. And so I just did it in 2 chunks, filmed them, did some editing the next day, and it actually worked out really well. So I'm not going to like commit to any posting schedule or anything like that, but I do think that, you know, a video like this every week or so would be attainable at the current kind of place that I'm at. So I'm going to try to do it, but again, no promises. I'm not committing to anything hard and fast here. So as you can see, I chose to use the green journal. That's kind of the other big thing that's happened. First big thing, spent a bunch of time in the hospital dealing with all this medical stuff and going on to bed rest. But other than that, my journals came. So I designed those journals that I showed you at the beginning. And now I decided to just jump right into it for May. So I'm using the green one here. I honestly was quite torn between the green and the blue, even though green is like normally my go-to color. But I think the blue one's really pretty. So that might be my journal for the next section of 2022 or 2023, or maybe a baby book or something like that. I'm gonna definitely hang on to one for me. And like I said, these journals just launched this week, so check out the links to my Etsy shop if you're interested. I have gotten a lot of questions from people about if different like sizes will be available, different designs and stuff like that. And the answer to that is just, I hope so. I have no clue how well this is going to go over because I've never done anything like this before. But I would hope that if these are well received and people like them, that I could start to kind of expand and add some different sizes or designs or even different products like washi tape or something like that. So if you do have feedback about that kind of stuff, I would love to hear it down in the comments. And yeah, they're just available through my Etsy shop right now. That might change eventually if I find, I don't know, something that works better for me and my workflow, but for now, they're over there on Etsy. I am also having a sale in my Etsy shop to kind of celebrate this. So all of my like digital products and stuff like that are going to be on sale for 50% off. So you can go ahead and toss some stickers or digital planners or whatever in your cart when you go to checkout with your journals. So yeah, I just finished the title page as you saw, and it's a Dutch door, so I didn't really do the design yet. I'll talk more about that when we actually get there. And this month I'm keeping it really simple. Since my life has slowed down substantially, I'm using a smaller calendar, just a single page for tasks, which means a much smaller space to write down YouTube stuff and work stuff, but that's really all that I need right now. So I want to take just a quick break from creating today's spreads to talk about an awesome platform for creatives like you and like me, and that is Xyro. So if you have ever wanted to build a website for any reason at all, maybe a portfolio to showcase your art, an online store, a blog, whatever, I would recommend that you check out Xyro. Their platform is incredibly easy to use, and you can get your website up and running in no time. Building your site is seriously as easy as dragging and dropping. And even with that, if you do happen to run into trouble, I can speak from my own experience and tell you that their 24/7 live chat is incredibly helpful. You can talk to a real person, no bots, anytime that you need help. So if that sounds interesting to you, and if you want to start building a beautiful website at an affordable price, Xyro is the way to go, and you can grab Xyro's deal for a limited time only by clicking the link down in the description box, or you can use my code Rylee for up to 71% off, along with 3 months free and a free domain for a year with any of their yearly plans. So thank you, Xyro, and let's get back to the journal. So moving on to the calendar, I'm setting up my typical Sunday to Saturday calendar. I did change the box sizes a little bit, as I mentioned, So normally my calendar squares are 5 dot grid spaces wide by 6 tall. That's still my favorite. I plan to go back to that. But this month I did them 4 wide by 6 tall, just because I thought the Dutch door would be fun and it doesn't really leave me enough space to make them 5 wide, but I thought that was okay since my schedule is a bit more open than it normally is. So now is the part when I want to actually create the design that's kind of hiding behind the title page. And for that, I'm going to use these stamps. And like I said at the beginning, all of the stamps and stuff that I'm using, the markers, the fine liners, all of that is from Journal Say. So they have so many different stamp options. I love some of their like floral ones and butterfly ones. I already have some stamps kind of like that, so I decided to go with this leafy set, and they have so much variety. I also found some really cool like habit tracker stamps that I'm really excited to use in custom journals because it will save me so much time drawing out all those individual little habit trackers. So definitely check out Journal Say. I've got a discount code for them down below. And I'm just taking random stamps and placing them all over on this Dutch door. So I feel like this could have looked really cool if I had put like brown craft paper underneath, or even just colored the side in with, I was thinking even a light gray or something that already kind of fits with this theme. But even as it is, just on the white background, I really like how this design looked. And if you don't have a good ink pad, or you just have a black ink pad like me, but you want to use them in color, you can just color onto the stamps with any old water-based marker, like a Tombow, like a Crayola, whatever you've got, and then you can use literally any color that you have with these stamps. So along with all of the stamping on my tasks page and now on this page, I've been kind of just sprinkling little dots all over the page to just fill up some of the white space and make it look a little bit more sparkly and fun. So the most satisfying part is just removing that washi tape and seeing that crisp line. It looks so good using stamps like that, with you just make a washi tape border to prevent them from going where you don't want them to go, and then you can just stamp freely like I did. So now again, I'm using one of those pigment fine liners from Journal Say, and I'm making a banner here. So this is the brush tip one. I've been using this for all of kind of my big black sections, and I find that it just works a lot better with white gel pen than most water-based markers do, like Crayolas or like Tombows. I find with those, my white gel pen doesn't seem to like stand off of them quite as much. So I really like these pigment fine liners from Journal Say for that kind of thing. I also did want to mention I am still working on a giveaway journal. So like I did last year in 2021, I gave away a journal for 2022 for one of you guys to win that had all of my old themes. I am doing that this year. I won't be showing it in this video, but I did show it in my April Plan With Me video. I will link the April Plan With Me above in case you want to check that out. Nothing has changed in there yet. I haven't set up the May pages yet, but I will. I am going to do that one of these days during my sitting up times. So here are the finished pages. Super simple title page with a very functional tasks page next to it. And then all I've got aside from that is my calendar with the slightly smaller boxes that I think will fit totally fine with my new schedule. So thank you so much, and don't forget to head to my Etsy shop if you want to check out this green journal or the blue or pink one.